Hi, and welcome to a new weekly tarot card reading. My name is the Stars Tarot, and we are going to have a look at the week of Monday, the 8th of December, until Sunday, the 14th of December, 2025. And as always, we're just going to have a look at the energies for this week and see what we can expect. And I'm really looking forward to this reading because I have a new deck, as you may have noticed. So I'll show you. It is the Tarot of the Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rue. And it's a deck that I got as a gift from my amazing husband. So thank you so much, my love. And let's see what we get from this deck, the cards, and how we can interpret that for this week. So a card for Monday to Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. And then the last card for Friday and the weekend. All right, let's see. The first card, the Fool. Okay, well, that's an interesting way to start off the week. The Fool is the first card of the major arcana in the tarot. And the Fool is basically a traveler, but it's a curious traveler. It's someone who's kind of going into an adventure with their eyes wide open, ready for anything that is coming their way. That also means that sometimes you don't really see warning sickness that well because you're so confident in about what you're going to do, which steps you are going to take, that you're just kind of blindly going ahead and ignoring maybe important pointers. So a new adventure awaits us at the beginning of this week. This can be a new sense of feeling enthusiastic, feeling inspired, or really feeling like we can just sort of leave the commonness that we have behind and embrace something else, like embracing a new opportunity perhaps. So this is really a great way to start the week. This embodiment of the energy of the Fool is just so exciting, and it really gives this sense of innocence. You see how this dog, this depiction here is kind of, it's an innocent way of looking at an adventure, of kind of really stepping into the vibe of, okay, let's just do this. We're just going to go ahead, and I'm plunging into it, with everything that I have. So it's really full of hope as well, in the sense that I feel it. And then we have these like red and white roses. I guess, the white roses could have like the meaning of purity or innocence, as I said, and then the red could obviously be linked more to passion. So it could also mean that you might have a new type of project or a new type of job that's lined up, and you're just going full in with passion and excitement, and just embracing everything that this new adventure is gonna give you. So a really amazing card to start off with. He's also really looking at the sun, so it's also having a lot of faith that you are on the right path. Even though it's like the ending of the cliff is here, but they're still having faith that whatever's going to happen, they will be caught. There will be some type of safety net here. There will be some type of redirection if things don't pan out as you might think. So interesting card to start off. Then for the middle of the week, the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups is usually a card of discontentment, of boredom, apathy. It can be a card of missed opportunities. So it's a bit of a different kind of energy than we are starting out with in the week. So it just might be the case that whatever this new opportunity here is signifying, maybe it's just not really turning out in the exact way that you are hoping for. But it might also mean that just because it doesn't pan out the way that you're hoping for, it doesn't mean that it's any less value. So there might still be something new and opportunistic here, maybe just not in the exact way that you envisioned it. And the trick here is to not become disheartened by that feeling. So still try to find the positive, like this dog is here, like they're just completely loyal to the sun here, and that the feeling of faith and hopefulness and passion that they need to chase, that still is here. Just make sure that you're not losing sight of it, because the Four of Cups is quite a stagnant emotional energy. And it's just important not to get bogged down by that sense of not having the exact picture that you're had in your mind for yourself. So maybe also lower your expectations slightly if that's the case. Maybe be more flexible and try to think of a way that you can still embody the energy of the Fool without giving up on your hope and the vision that you're having for yourself in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, of course. Okay, and then let's look at the Friday and the weekend, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so someone might come in and offer us something. The Knight of Cups it can be quite a romantic card. It can be asking someone out on a date, or you being asked out on a date. But the knights are always bringing something. They're always bringing a message or an actual invitation. So there's something here for us over the weekend that is going to really lift up our spirits, that's going to feel like there's an emotional connection to someone or to a situation. There's fish here on the cape. I'm not entirely sure what the symbolism of the fish would be, but that could, to me, in a way, could signal a type of abundance that's being carried over towards us. So there's something really lovely here to look forward to in the energy. Let's see what else I'm getting from this image. I mean, there's this stream of water here. Obviously cups is a water element and it's linked to the emotional realm, but there's also a mountain. So it might be that there are some curves here in the currents, like the first two cards are basically saying here with the Four of Cups. You might need to, slightly adjust your expectations. But there is something on offer here, something very genuine. So I just want to quickly look at the book because this is the first time that I'm using this deck. I just want to see what it says here in the book. Let's see, the Knight of Cups. Let's see what it says. Yeah, inviting you to manifest your ideas and share them with the world. Our knight is a reindeer, most noted for pulling Santa's sleigh at Christmas time. So yeah, since we are going to enter the Christmas winter period shortly, that seems to be apt. Knights are a card of actions, but he does not charge into battle like the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords can do. Instead, he chooses to be calm and open. Let's see, messengers. The message can also be a gift. Yeah, so this is really what I feel. It's like an opportunity or an invitation to something. And it might be an invitation to be more romantic to yourself or to someone else, or inviting more romance into your life. But above all, it says here, Knight of Cups calls us to act upon our ideas with honesty and tenderness. He allows us to bring fantasy and imagination into reality, manifesting our dreams and desires. Yeah, so it's a very sensitive kind of energy, very soft, very malleable, and very focused on bringing some type of joy into your life. So this is a really lovely energy for this week, although we need to pay attention to this possible stagnation here that might pop up in our feeling, because this Fool might not completely be the image that we thought of as what this new adventure can bring us. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be working out. And I dare say that someone is going to come forward and offer us something, a gift or an invitation. Like I said, it can be something like a date or an actual object as a gift, but something that really is going to stir your emotions and your feelings and is going to make you feel more open to romanticism, feeling more open to being vulnerable. So it's going to do something with our imagination as well. So hopeful, a very hopeful beginning of this week. A slight chance of a bit of stagnation, but don't be discouraged. Like try to see what is on offer and how you can still fulfill that perspective. And someone might help you with that. And if this is not someone else that's coming in, it might be just some sense within yourself on how to adjust your expectations. So great week. Looks really awesome. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.